results here at PNC year after year.
Yeah, played again. And, you know, credit to Capitan, his first time as an IGL, first time as a player to be in the server. And, again, rough first day punch.
Sure.
And, again, rough first day punch. They
Sure.
recover, and they do great. There it is. There it is. There it is.
I hate when we're right, when it comes to the cost of other players' lives.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. But he is just... He's another one of those players that just has that instinct. He knows how to go out, get that first kill, and even if he doesn't necessarily like get it cleanly and the other team can respond. You saw this on day one, like when Poland, he took him on 1v3.
Yeah, no, 10 trip. Again, my favorite part about PNC, besides seeing incredible play from like teams like Vietnam, kind of just shutting it out and really just proving how good they are, is just, and we talked about this at the beginning of the show, watching players that are lesser known from regions that may be lesser known really shine, right? We saw it with France in the survivals, of what they're capable of. You know, and experience got the better of them, but now we're seeing it with 10 trip, we've seen it with TD. I mean, just so many good players from these countries that don't really get a lot of shine, but now they absolutely will because they are on the map. Everyone's eyeballs are on them, and they see how damn good these players really are.
Yep. Right there with you. Argentina just fanning out a little bit to the west. And you have Korea in an emergency pickup already, right out of stadium early. Where are they going to drop? Because if you go into Hongshan, you're going to have problems.
China also rotating out into the circle on the northeast side. They're going to be going tentatively right next to Australia, who are currently sitting in a less than desirable spot, but every game is an opportunity for them to at least climb one or two positions if they can finish strong.
There's nothing here for Korea. Chinese Taipei is fanned out on the very southern edge of the map. I don't know where in the world they're planning on going. Meanwhile, Brazil looking to take an edge of Hongshan seemingly based on what we could see with their waypoint pings. Trying to go a little bit to the east of it and scoot in. This is problematic. Oh boy. Mao Rush had an opportunity, could not get the bullets to go where he wanted them to. Seoul, though, aware of his position. Here come the reinforcements.
This is a big fight here for Korea. If they can close this one out, Leo, though, might stop that one right where it started. Rating is going to get flushed out. 3 members now, and a trade almost there. No, it is there. Seoul's going to find the nade onto Leo. And so a 3v3 now. Seoul, though, is going to get found. It's going to be Chai Wei. And this is not looking good for Korea.
No. It is going to be really tough to recover from this, potentially.
Oh, that is devastating. Dude, I'm pissed for him.
Everything blocks bullets in this game except for Windows.
That's until I am genuinely upset for him. That was actually a beautiful spray. He probably would have got that knock too.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Salute now the last one alive.
And now you look to survive a salute and see if you can somehow pull off a res. That's the only option here left for him. Can't really do much else. Great reactions by Chinese Taipei. Never really looked that bothered in that fight.
No. I mean, aside from that first knock, they recovered beautifully. And so it's going to be Salute Korea that are sent running. And I imagine because of the position, because Circle's still in, Salute's not going to be able to get those chips. He's not going to be able to go for a res. In fact, we didn't even really take a chance to look at the res stations that are available in the Circle. I don't even think there are any in the south. Like, I mean, where they're playing in the south.
Exactly. There's like one way over to the west, but that's pretty far away. Is there? There's not one in Tinmount Garden, is there? I don't think so.
There might be, but I can't see it at this point. Yeah, I don't know.
Not easy, regardless.
Not a lot of options. And that goes, I mean, for Chinese Taipei, they still need to res their member as well, if I'm not mistaken. No, they actually got him. He got knocked, that's right. Leo got knocked, they got him. So they don't have to deal with that. It's about to heal, and it's Brazil with one member down that have to deal with this on the back foot.
Yeah, BL.
Oh, he needed that so bad. He needed that knock.
Ooh. Telwyn, just a sliver of HP left. Gets out, but now you're nervous. Now you're nervous for Brazil because you gave him a chance.
Right. And that one trade possibility just barely didn't get him. Solozzi taking damage from somewhere, though, off in the distance. I think it might be the UK.
Okay. Well, Brazil might be in a bit of a stalemate. Sparking. Thinking about
Australia.
Thinking about something.
Someone was third partying that fight. Got some damage onto them.
Hết.
Oh man, that's a rough one for Korea.
Chỉ mới con
He
này.
was trying to get over that rest station. It's over in the city on the bank of the river.
Yeah.
Could not get there though. That is a long
Thôn Vũ.
journey over to Rinjiang.
Not quite. Let's see what this circle is going. Oh my! What? What is that shift?
This is gonna end down by that mountain that Jai Wei is on.
I don't think
I've never seen one this far down.
I've never seen one this far south. And the other thing, Paper, is there's still a significant amount of water in this.
I saw one end by the mountains by Rinjiang once, but that's it. That's the furthest south I've ever seen one. And the Philippines are just harassing Germany. And Poland has scooched by that. Little Ghost got up into an emergency pickup, is looking for info while the other three members have an open compound over on the east. But yeah, dude, this is bizarre. I don't know if I've ever even seen this part of the map. I might have driven through it once.
I don't think I've ever traveled this far down. Like that far below Tin Long is kind of crazy. UK fighting the battle to move back to Vietnam, and okay, dude, Sololzi is gonna almost single-handedly take out Brazil.
With a micro Uzi? Is that what I saw in his hands there? Like, just styling on him, dude. They are crazy good. Poland actually get a knock over Denmark, trying to take down Jai Wei, and they will. He went for the vehicle, and he did not get very far. Just didn't must not know that Denmark was there, despite him having kind of some high ground and stuff, but so be it. There's the UK.
Yeah, you can see all these teams trying to talk from position, but it's just there's really not that much space to play. With so much land currently being cut out by that river on the south, but you can see also, I really like the way that the Philippines is trying to hold out Germany. That setup is really strong. They didn't just get a knock. But the main issue is going to be Poland. Having to fight and share that space with Poland is a real issue, and this could actually help Germany out.
No way, jeez. He's up in a glider? No way. Come on.
Oh, headshot and a body shot, clean 1-2. What an animal.
That is hard to do. Marsalek, that's not me. So all of a sudden, this fight is three ways. The Philippines, Poland, and Germany. Hufa, the only one alive for Poland. Marsalek only that hasn't been flushed.
Option.
In the back now, it's actually Denmark from afar. And you can see Pupa looking at him like, come on, guys. Like, there's already 3 teams here. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Is it not enough?
By
myself?
Aren't we from the same region? Like, come on.
Oh, I don't think they care about
No,
that.
they do not. They absolutely do not.
Denmark, though, with probably arguably the best position in the map. You can see Flood trying to drive his way towards that massive hill that they do currently claim is a compound up there for them, which is wonderful. You can see USA now pushing the split of China. They're going to find Little Ghost, and that's going to be the first part of this punish. As long as they can get rid of the second part, and then they might even push those. Actually, they don't even need to push. They have so much control, but what a beautiful pickup here. He gets him in the car, and he's going to consolidate. Again, Ixlef, not just a fragger, also very intelligent and great decision-making there. There's no reason to stay and try to fight. He's just going to get him in the vehicle, and they're going to recover. China will be fine.
Yeah, that's really nice timing there by Ixlef. Some damage sent out, but we're still just going more south, by the way. It's only phase 3.
I'm honestly not very familiar with this area in between Chinese Taipei and China. I don't know how much cover is there. I don't think we've ever been down here before.
I've played a lot of games on this map. I have no idea. I've never been down here. Again, might have driven through it once, but
I don't even think any of the pub games I played have gone this crazy far. This is just, yeah, this is crazy. But we asked for it, and fortunately, we've been given the opportunity to see what's going on down here. Philippines with just 2.
I should just run over and ask the Korean caster Jisoo Boy, be like, I know you've seen this part of the map because I know you're just an absolute animal when it comes to like studying the map. I know you know what's going on down here. Give me the secret sauce.
Give me the details. I saw you look over towards him too.
I think he might have heard me say his name.
Jisoo, hey, Jisoo. What's it like down there?
He's busy. All right.
Timon.
He's busy.
He is busy. Indonesia coming in with 4 strong here. This is going to be a parachute all the way down to the
Oh,
south.
no way, no way.
It's Tinlong Garden, so
Yeah.
actually okay. That's actually not that bad. Australia trying to find some safety to get there. Singleton rolls up. He's okay, I think. So Australia, they're stuck a little bit though in that shack. How are they going to get out of there with America just barreling down on top of the Singleton's trying to find safety in his coop. He's gotten underneath Denmark. Denmark's position has to be really good.
It's so strong. They have so much vision on what's going on. As we go back to this name, this fight between basically Solozzi and Brazil. And yeah,
Okay,
it was,
come out, give it you.
Again, style points. Like now you gotta get like a kill with every type of gun in the game, right? Like now you need to go get that bolt action kill. Oh, whoa! Unfortunately, Tonga was there. The rest of Vietnam shows up and
Take the retest.
smushes him. That was a nice spray, but he was all alone.
Yeah, I think he was trying to secure a forward position for his team before they ended up coming with him, just in case something crazy happened. Nothing crazy happened, just Vietnam happened to roll through and get rid of him. I'm not even sure that he got the point for that. I think they were able to recover. No, actually, Vietnam's down one, so he at least got the point for that.
That's a field management. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these players are trying to work out what's actually playable in this part of the circle as well. There's a lot of util coming through. Argentina surrounding the USA. Grenades are good. Alo already on his knees. Purdy going to go for a heal. Shrimzy's going to try to play up close and personal. Where is Kickstart in all of this? He's a little bit fanned out to the side, holding the flank. So Rez being stuck. Shrimzy should be able to lift his teammate up.
And look at
Just go more south. Just screw it. Yeah, okay.
It had to. It had to. I was rooting for it, though. I was rooting for you. So we can see Germany actually just done a great job to really stay out of, I mean, again, this is what they do, but they've kind of stayed out of the nonsense scuffles that we see early game. They were on the other side of the bridge. They saw the Philippines actually put damage onto the Philippines without getting too involved. Now, the downside is that they don't have any kills currently, but there's still plenty to get as long as they find a good position, which they have. Mika has found nice forward operating base, if you will, for them. And they're actually just going to collapse back on Calby. They're going to get the points. Meanwhile, USA got out of that area with Argentina, but they're kind of driving back into them.
There you go. There's nothing open over there, so just turn around and fight in Argentina instead. Like, let's get the points that we can. Cal's knocked here. Should be an easy flush there. Where in the world is the last player of the Philippines? I can't see him on the current map. That's all I got. USA, though, holding on, getting a little bit of help now against Argentina. Trick shows up, immediately puts DraftKings down. Can't get the flush just yet. Capitan rolling in. Capitan with the AK puts Teddy down. USA continues this fight here uphill.
Yeah, they want to clean this up as quickly as possible, but more importantly, they want to clean this up to get all these points. They have 0 kills. They have not been able to find anything. Again, this is another, Zhao Wu with the mortars. Where are those going?
Chillin.
Should be going USA's direction, yeah?
I would imagine so. I did hear it fall, but a bit short. And still, USA have not been able to clean up this fight. In fact, look at this rotation.
Got another mortar.
Oh my goodness, triangulating over here.
Vietnam, eh?
All right, the USA would love to just clean up this fight here on the edge and get the hell out. But I don't know if they're going to be afforded the opportunity. He hits Tanbu?
He does.
Huh?
Oh, they're out by that road where they got Tig.
Chino karo Vietnam.
Okay, and that's going to be another one. As Samoy now in that forward position, Trick shredding USA. And finally, the last member of the Philippines will fall. But USA in a lot of trouble. It's just down to Alo and Kickstart.
Yeah, it's Denmark from that high ground can actually see a bit into this fight as well. So USA trying to scoop up whatever points they could. Indonesia did a nice job flanking out Teddy and Trick away from Simoy to buy him time to get that rotation through, to get to safety away from the rest of the team. Man, oh man, those mortars are very, very close. Vietnam clinging to life by their fingernails. It's Chris! It's Chris! It's 2 with the Lynx!
Well, if you're going to take a fight to Vietnam, you might as well bring a Lynx with you. It's the only thing that seems to even the odds. Tanbu's going to get flushed out, though. That kill's going to get stolen by X-Left. Another point for China. And meanwhile, Kickstart is going to do well for himself to get 2 from Indonesia, but he's going to get eliminated nonetheless. A nice effort.
Yeah, there was no other choice there for the
No.
United States. They had to fight on that edge and just go for kill points. There was just nothing to play from, really. Flood and Luke still kicking for Australia, though. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Is that a C4 on that car? Like, I didn't see anybody in it. Or did somebody just get shot out of it? Or Seymour died in the blue while he's driving? I don't know. Jacob has mortars, too. Why not? Party's kicking. Party's live. Let's join. This compound split between the UK and Chinese Taipei. They have to find a way around it. They're not even gonna try to-
Tes.
No, the other interesting thing is that of the 7
Okay.
teams, 5 of them are full formats.
Sik, delok.
It's only 2
PUBG.
teams that are
Final.
actually coming in with less than 4, and that's going to be Chinese Taipei with 3 and
Rumit
Australia
di kota nih.
making it
Heh?
probably the deepest we've seen them
Rumit di
in a
kota anu
minute.
karo kancamu
With
ngomong
two.
dhewe.
Dewe. Ngomong dhewe anjing ngomong kesapen.
It's Chris's
Anjing ngomong dhewe
one
bangsat.
right now. That
Oh.
link's giving him some confidence to switch over. He's taking a bunch of damage, and he's not.
Final lagi.
Grenade
Eh,
out.
sing menang Vietnam sih mestinya. Oh, waduh apa ini?
That might buy enough time for Thailand to get one. No, it's Breck. Breck shows up from the side. He gets Rossiter Jr.
Nice spray. That's a very quick knock, and now it's
Sing
just
anu
down to
mah, sing
one member,
Indonesia
it's just
mah.
Luki. And he's so far from his team.
Ya, apa
he's
Indonesia?
opted to just try to get out, and he's gonna have to
Lo kan
contend with the
top
UK
telu dah.
headless.
Oh, apik-apik iki.
By
Top
now,
telu, top
China's
loro.
little ghost looking
Tapi wis telat lah
towards
satu.
Australia. This is just
Oh
a
ini.
duo.
Saiki nomor 10.
It's gonna be Luke 12 and
posisi
Flood to
nih.
try to survive and try to stop China from continuing this push forward. And China knows they need points. This is why they're so aggressive and they want to get rid of them quickly.
Flood needs to hit.
Berarti overall rankingnya pira we? Indonesia.
10.
Making a difference in this fight. Switches over to the AUG, but he's taking headshots. Aches left
Nomor
in return.
10. Mau nomor 13 piro? Untuk munggah
Really
ini.
push around the side of this hill right now, and Luke's gonna spring into action, trying to take advantage of that. He's right back behind the safety of the blown up car. China, though, continuing to try to make angles, try to take Australia out of the equation. Every time
baru
they
pecah
do,
itu.
it's Denmark who's able to put some damage in.
I can see Dolphy very much focused on China, but the rest of
no.
Denmark is actually looking over towards Germany. Gustav is going to find breaks, but man, China's just going to get rid of the last 2 members of Australia, so that Dolphy is going to get
Oy,
Zhao Wu
okay.
down. They're going to have to get him up, but they're in the
Okay,
circle
yeah.
still, fortunately, which means that they have time and they have 4 kills now.
That's huge, though. That's given them the opportunity, along with Germany making noise on the western edge of the circle, to at least get to more safety. Another knock onto Xiao Wu. He just got picked up. So that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world here. I believe China, A-OK, once they kind of figure this out a little bit, to get to some level of safety. Where, oh where, does Phase 6 go?
Ya iki lah Picis.
Apa?
Starling anu,
Another knock on
Gabram.
Zhao. At this point, I'd be surprised if Zhao Wu has any armor or a helmet left. And the other thing too is that those knocks are starting to add up, right? And so that they do get in a fight and he goes down first or he goes down second. That's a lot more pressure to either get him up or just have to let him go.
I wonder how much cover there is downhill for Denmark now. Where are you going to be able to set yourself up?
Bersinisan.
They,
Try to hold on.
they do have that ridge paper, but the
Oh, it's
problem
true.
is Germany.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. There's a little bit of
Malah nganu kata enek. Aku tahu kayak streaming.
at the bottom of the road.
Enek sing iki.
But you're right, Germany's going to be the real problem, and potentially China too.
Yeah.
They might have to come around
I
from
agree.
the north.
Agreed.
Chinese Taipei just has to play defense, it looks like. Seems like they just kind of set up a barricade. I mean, there is a little bit of space for the UK in that house, but not much.
It's not much. They're going to be on the edge of the walls, which makes them so susceptible to any form of lethal utility, and that's going to be difficult. You can see Vard, though, I like this timing. They're trying to get ahead of it. They know that if they stay behind that fence,
Balas
most likely
menanggapi.
going to get chewed up. And look at the amount of smokes they have blocking off the angles. I love this from UK.
The right idea. Let's see if they can execute behind it. Grenades being thought about. Vard
Vietnam
just
roto
in
yan.
the corner there. Able to take
Ay.
control of the window position. Oh man, was just kind of going for the jiggle peek there, and instead wasn't able to get the gun out and pull the trigger in time. Oh, Gustav, he wrapped right on top of Germany. They had no idea he was up there.
With 93 points, only 1 behind 7th. Denmark is about to punch their ticket, possibly up to 6th place here. As it's going to be the UK with an absolutely clean dispatch of Chinese Taipei and Germany trying to fight back the best of their ability. It's down to a 2-on-2 with Denmark, and Denmark is getting shredded on the edge.
Oh, Ketter there just heard the links. The bullet pinged right next to him. It's Chris. Back over to the AUG. Not many bullets left in there. China shows up. Dolphy at least. Get in Chris from the side. Shoots him in the ears. Beamy down already. Rex trying to get there to do something, anything. Denmark still has an angle on top of him. Ketter stuck down on the road. It's actually T-Bone from the UK. They win that fight. They're immediately out here trying to get kills. Brex finds T-Bone, though, in return.
They have to be so wary of China, though. They have that superior position on the high ground. All they have to do is look down, and there should be shooting fish in a barrel, but wait a second. Because the UK got that done so quickly, yeah, China's actually going to go they're opting to go on the road earlier. Now they can use this ridge that we were talking about because there is no other threat. But still, the position that the UK has means that they can kind of abuse this ridge that they're on.
Exactly. It's just going to come down to these next couple of circles, what that affords China, or what that affords the UK to work with. There's that billboard there. That little ghost is behind. Jake's left sliding in. You're going to leave a couple players up on the high ground so far. Let's see how long that is able to be sustainable for China. Vard gonna move in. Fex on point for now. T-Bone likely to be kind of flanked out. Michael gonna use the safety of the buildings themselves to provide cover fire.
Yeah, but the problem is, even for China in that high ground, I don't think they have the angles on that ridge. That ridge is so strong for the UK that realistically, if they just play kind of whack-a-mole, they keep popping up and down, they should be able to get enough damage to just eventually get rid of China. The other issue is utility. I don't think UK has enough nades to really do what they want because of all that emergency cover that's come down as well.
So the interesting thing here is if China can get a grenade to land, but the UK should just be kind of moving back and forth to make sure that a frag grenade won't be that much of a threat in theory. But if China can get some of those to land, if they could find a timing, get a knock, they might be able to break an angle open. Real problem is Michael.
Yeah.
He's dug in. He's got a roof.
And he's still in. He doesn't even have to move after, at least until the next shift. So, again, the onus is on China. They're actually just sending it. They're going to the right side. They want to open up more angles and make this ridge line hell. And that's an angle they can do it from, but he's going to back off because Michael has found a knock. That's a second knockdown. Vard will find Ace left. And now it's just down to two members of China.
And I think it might just be one here in just a second. The grenade right in front of Xiao Wu. Oh my god, it comes up short. Ace left cleaned up. Xiao Wu in trouble. The UK claims game number 4. Takes Rondo. Takes the winner. But man, what a wild game there. That is an unusual circle to say the least.
That was a very crazy circle. I'm glad we finally got to see the terrain down there. And that road ridge, that whole area that we saw the UK on initially, and just all of that surrounding area led it to actually some pretty cool gunfights. Now there was a lot of terrain that was very difficult to play and just not playable at all, but man, what a
500,000 USD.
from the south, go immediately into
Dibagi piro
that
yun, Mambo?
team of Chinese Taipei, get rid of them in a blink and a
The blick.
Tak kira mau ngomong karo kancamu ini. Tapi ngomong dhewe. Hell no.
Blank neng evergreen. Ya, China. Sekarang ngenteni. Rasa cedok Vienna deh, dari cedok Vienna.
Damn.
Iya, aku dingin tuh apa ya? Kret.
Level piro ya? Tang ya?
Oh.
Anjing.
Kok diwehi ngombe aku? Mbah tinggal ae. Anjay. Aku punya minummu. Nanti kurang paneh ngompan loh. Ngelek nih shader.
Loh, shadermu nganu ta? Untuk shader langsung ta?
Maksudnya?
Pasti ki untuk shader gawane Roblox.
Ora, emang enek.
Berarti download aplikasi dhewe ya?
Heeh. Block shit. Apik shader ben apa? Iso fokus ngono apik. Ndi. Nek ndelok ini kan iso fokus to apik. Ke mburi ngeblur. Depth of field enggak salah ini. Ih, sik ngelek abi. Iya, kok melayu ku iki asu, bajingan welek. Ya, fitting. It's a lock ya. This shader ngelek. Aku mau delok TikTok Grow Garden ini lucu lah. Nyolongi nek admin. Nyolong nek admin aja lu. Langsung diduk nih deh. Bro. Ngapain anjir Melayu nih kan? Su. Ada sing ngudo anjing. Roasis pisan bajingan. Ini kancane Darian nih ngejak apa? Ngejak main
Apa?
pool gue loh. Darian. Yuk, ayo. Bermain lah kok nganu nawari. Pengen ngombe apa ya? Loh, baru bartender aja. Iso nganu, iso ganti loh. Ganti klambi biasa terus ganti klambi bartender. Kaget aku.
Ndi?
Cuk lo cuma apa nih?
Ya cuy tak mulai sampai tahu.
Piye kanunya piye? Betul yang baik. Betul yang baik.
Sembrava più bella ancora per gentleman. Oh,
Guys, we can get out of turn. I'm actually going for. That's a bike bomb. Do I get a turn? No. Hell no.
And
Alright, come on. Why does no one speak in this game, though? I feel like I'm the old one out. I'm just trying to get lit, you know what I mean? Yo, should we go do a bump in the toilet, quick? Let's go line. Still pumping. Quick line in the toilet. Bro, they're so professional, I have to say. Definitely limits you. I get a marshmallow milkshake. Wow, how did you do that? Have secret, they have secret menu. Where's the secret menu? What's the secret menu?
Bukan seru ya? Moderate.
Yo, what up?
You. Ih, ngelag sih karo kan karo live. Nanti masku.
Those placements
Exactly.
and a lot of money to be made.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Rambut ah.
Want to see who ends up where. So you can check out some of the POVs of our teams as you just saw. And this plane, a little bit to the north, flying right over Razak in towards Lipovka.
Angel.
Chinese Taipei out super early up towards Zarki. You have Thailand and North George, USA is South George. Gatka should be Vietnam's sole territory, but there should be a hot drop.
Pachinki and Pachinki. It should be Australia versus the Philippines, and it will be. Tig told me today, he's like, we have no intention of not going.
I don't blame him.
No,
Why not?
I mean, why not? At this point, just have fun.
Exactly. Just go out with a bang if you can. Poland mega close here to Korea's
Rotok
drop as
pun
they go
kencing.
into Razak. They put a bunch of players in a boatyard. I think partly because they saw those Polish players so close. Tiggleton has an M249. Takes forever in a year to load that thing, but once you get it there, you're going to have a lot of bullets to work with. A Bison with just 30 behind it. That was Algenbots. Northwestern circle.
Look at this little thing right here.
50-50.
Yep. 50-50 on Everest, too. That's... This is going to be a fun one once we get there, but this is all about the nice spray. Tig's going to find Calbs. And you know Australia want to prove a point here.
Well, this is something Tig was talking about to me yesterday after the matches, about how he was so annoyed with the way the Philippines were able to get up on the roofs quickly without them knowing about it. They didn't hear it.
Yeah.
So this is like a counter move to that. They want to be the ones up on the roof.
And you can see two of them already there. That was a nice knock. And so an opportunity here for Australia to really put them on the back foot early, but don't forget, there have been multiple teams that know this hot drop is going. In fact, I already see Marselect in Pachinki. He's at church.
Well,
so they're going to come to third party this. I can guarantee it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a couple other players from Poland are
Cek, ada suara Jis.
Ada.
Korea. Salute, Iron Sight M4 has two players on the other side of a hill. Ooh, 10 trip catches Monty. That's the AK. Powerful in the close quarters battles for sure. There's the counter knock though. Flood able to find that. CJ sitting on the outside. Algenbots as well. M16 in hand.
Yeah. That's a gun we haven't said that.
I think it's the first time this tournament I've said it.
I think there was like one in survivals in like an early highlights, because that's just all that was available. You can see Tig right above 10 trip. 10 trip can hear that, and vice versa. So they know and are aware of each other's positions. Algebot, and look at this, Salolzi cruising in, the silent killer, as Tig is gonna find 10 trip. That is a big knock for Australia.
Yeah, that was a tough one for 10 trip. Tried to take the tight angle, but couldn't get the spray through in time, and Tig was able to respond. Again, having all those extra bullets in the back pocket gives you a little bit of extra ability to take fights, to go for those extra peaks. Salolzi
Lah.
to the ditch.
This is just so dangerous from anyone else. When you see it, just a solo player from Vietnam doing something like this, I mean, the confidence is sky high. I mean, and for rightly so, but
Wait.
still. I mean, the confidence is sky high. I mean, and for rightly so, but still terrifying for the rest.
Malas.
Firepower to bring out into this fight. But doesn't matter to them at this point. They can just have some fun. I'm pretty sure.
Cerong.
Mu ngelag lah Jis.
Apa?
Oplokmu ngelag lah.
Ngelag? Ngelag mau? Tapi mbak aja lagi.
Kenapa ngelag ya?
Dari Bali.